What is modern kind of guy? And we're talking about Beauty and the Beast, the musical, up next on Geek Out SA.
Do not attempt to adjust your YouTube video. We control the stream.
And welcome back to Geek Out SA. It's Saturday and we're back.
And we're back.
Finally in a row. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, well, you just never know with us. Life just kind of, comes crumbling down on you. So,
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. It happens. But we're here again. So, Here we go.
So, Colleen and I went to watch Beauty and the Beast, the musical, last night at the Majestic. And it was, if you've never been to the Majestic here in San Antonio, the Majestic is amazing looking.
Like, yeah, for me, it's amazing that everybody gives San Antonio a hard time all the time, like that we're some kind of podunk town. But it's a beautiful, beautiful theater.
Yeah.
And so if you've never been to the Majestic to see anything, you're missing out. So you should definitely go and check it out. We have some cue-ups of what it kind of looks like.
Right.
Let me see. I've got to figure this out. Okay, cue-up 2. So these are obviously where the beautiful balcony seats are. You can see the balcony tier. And if you look above those balcony seats right there, you can see the taxidermy of a white peacock. It's very pretty. You can kind of see the sky at the top. It's darker, obviously in person. My cell phone overcompensated for the darkness, and so it made it really bright. But then on this side, you can see the other side. We got tickets in the orchestra level, which means it's down on the floor. And so you can see that it has that kind of mission feel to it. So San Antonio is built around the Alamo, if you don't know, and the Alamo is a mission. And then here you can see the front. Again, it's got that mission style, and then you can see that they projected the Beauty and the Beast logo on there, and it looks like the roses are kind of moving around throughout that scene right there that they have kind of in the opening before you get to come. So just stepping into the theater, I think, is just for me has always been
it's a whole experience in and of itself.
Yeah, I think it's just always been a really magical experience. So I'm always in awe of that theater,
because if you look at like the Empire Theater, it's okay, but I think the Majestic just takes it to a whole other level.
To me, it almost feels like you're inside a little city,
Right.
With all of the buildings and stuff. It gives that kind of feel. And if you hadn't been from San Antonio or to San Antonio, you didn't know anything about that mission kind of architecture.
Right.
If you go down and see San Jose, or even if you see the Alamo, you'll see those kind of curves and those steeples and things like that. So they've taken from that architecture and brought it inside, which I think is really beautiful. And it makes you feel almost like you're at an outdoor amphitheater, but you're indoors.
Yeah.
So it's really
Because
pretty.
it still looks like you have the sky up above you. It's really cool.
Yeah, and they
looking.
have the little twinkly lights in there and everything, so it's very much a sky experience. And then, of course, because it's about to be Christmas time, so in the foyer, I didn't queue up a picture of this, but in the foyer, they have wreaths and they have candy canes and they have all the stuff adorning all of the stairways and things like that. So it's very magical. It's just a very magical night.
Just like Disney.
Just like Disney.
It's
I didn't mean to
magical.
segue that, but
It's a magical day.
So I wouldn't say I'm a Disney adult, because I feel like a Disney adult is like, they're going to the parks every vacation.
You're like a Disney appreciator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Disney appreciator. I do have a lot of the Loungefly. A lot of my Loungefly is Disney, but not all of it. Some of it's Ninja Turtles and some of it's Star Wars, although Star Wars is
Star Wars
technically
is
Disney now. I do have, okay, I will admit I do have a whole Disney room. Now that our children are grown, you know, we have our own spaces in the house now. So like the studio down here is what used to be the family room for the kids, and so upstairs we have 2 bedrooms. So one of the ones I've commandeered, and it's my Disney room, and it's my crafting room as well. And I have a video on my personal YouTube channel that shows the Disney room. And I will say that if you saw the Disney room, you would probably think she's a Disney adult. I do have a bunch of shirts and jammies, and okay, so I like Disney a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So when I saw this, I saw the advertisement on Instagram or something like that, and I thought,
Did you bring some of the things that you got there?
I did not.
Okay.
While you're talking, I could run and get them real quick.
Or I can, while you're talking, I can go run and get them.
Okay.
They're on the table, right?
They're on the table.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll be right back.
Cue Colleen.
So I'm on Instagram and I see, hey, the Majestic has Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And top tier, it's one of my top favorite movies. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, Belle had Stockholm Syndrome and, you know, she fell in love with her captor and blah, blah, blah. All the things that they like to do to tear down Disney. I enjoyed it. I liked the movie. I liked that, you know, he did better. You just hold him and you can show him. You don't have to do all that. You know, I liked that he grew. I like that Belle got to have her little, you know, fantasy of, you know, adventure and the castle and the enchantment. So I always liked the movie. I'm not one of those where, oh my God, she's got, you know, I can't believe she fell in love with the Beast and he had her captive and all this blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes we read too much stuff into it.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah. So this is one of my all-time favorites. Like, it's up there. I've got like Little Mermaid and then Beauty and the Beast, and so Sword in the Stone. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see this.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Wicked, we've seen Les Mis, so it's not like this is the first time we've been to the theater.
Right.
But I just thought, you know, I'm going to go see this one. I want to see kind of how they adapt it and make it stage, because obviously we've seen the live action with Emma
and of
Watson.
course we can't like record any of the things because it's all copyrighted and we'll get taken down real quick.
Yeah. Well, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Like we'll get taken down live.
Yeah.
If we show anything.
Well, and I wouldn't do that. Like, I'm not that person who would be doing that. Like, I want the theater to make money.
Right.
You know, you think you get the tickets, and we're in the orchestra, so we're down there. And the tickets are $110 a piece. They're not cheap. Mm-hmm. But when you see a show like this, and you see how many people are in the cast, you see how many different tricks and magic tricks and stuff they have to do to get this going. You have to see all the sets that they put together, all the moving parts that they have going.
All the technology that they have to use.
All the technology that they're using. The orchestra that's down there playing live. Like, it's
just even like the sound effects and even keeping track of the mics. Because this time they had a little trouble at the beginning with the mics.
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you know, it's live theater. You know, stuff happens.
But you could still hear them with their voice because they projected.
Because they projected really well. Yeah. It was fantastic. So people that are thinking like, oh my God, it's $110 to go see a show. It's a show worth paying $110.
So here's the first thing that I thought, and this is because I saw Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So at the beginning, it looks kind of a little darker than it should be. And I kind of noticed that there's a screen on the stage. And everything was kind of further back on the stage. So I was like, are they really pulling the Now You See Me, Now You Don't? They're just going to play a video?
Yeah, he thought that they were just going to play the video of the play. Like we were just going to watch a video of the play. He was hot. He was heated that we.
And then all of a sudden the screen goes up because there was a reason for the screen.
Yeah.
But it includes some of the effects that happen in the show.
Yeah, and then they have a double screen, so they have like a triple screen actually, because they have a screen in the back that becomes some of the sets, right? Because there's no way they're building all these whole towns and everything, so they have that's part of the sets, and then they have this forward screen that they project stuff on.
It's like a border, right? You're talking about the border?
No, the one that comes down that you can see through. It's like a mesh screen that they do that they do the wolf chases
and that's what
on.
you see when can you show Q up 1?
Hold on. Q up 1. Yeah.
And that's what you see there is that screen in front of everything kind of showing that image. So that's being projected on that screen.
Sorry, Nolan is saying we had tickets for tonight and the other half got sick, so we have to miss it. So I said, oh no, go sick, it's worth it. Like, you know, be miserable, seriously, like go miserable, take some Kleenex, take a barf bag, whatever you get.
Yeah.
No, I know, don't infect other people, but seriously, it's
amazing.
You think you know what you're getting into because you've seen the animated one and you've seen the live action. You think you know what you're getting into, and it definitely follows the same thing.
Right.
But you have no idea what it's like for them to put it on the stage versus in a movie lot, right? It's a completely different feeling, and they have to be big and they have to be larger than life, you know? And so like the very first, there's a lot of magic tricks in this, which I was really glad for because I thought, you know, that kind of helped Vincent like it even more.
I didn't have a problem with Beauty and the Beast. I liked that movie just fine.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought, you know, it can be a little kiddie or whatever. So, but so if you don't know the story of Beauty and the Beast by now, it's too bad, we're going to spoil it. So at the beginning, you know, the prince is a real a-hole, and so, you know, he tosses the witch out or whatever, and she's like, hey, you know, you might want to do that, and he's like, get out of here. So it looks like a puppet, like the old woman's a puppet, and then poof, smoke and the lights and everything, and then this woman like appears out, and she's super high, like she's got some kind of platform that she rises on, and it's kind of an Elphaba moment where she's up there and the dress is coming down and it's so sparkly and silvery, and she's waving her arms and putting a curse on him. Really, I was not expecting that.
Right.
You know, I just thought maybe the puppet was going to turn around and it was going to be like puppet on one side, like princess on the, you know, like
because we didn't get a lot of that in the original movie, the cartoon version of it.
No, they just kind of read that part of the story.
In the live action movie of it. We get more of that story of why he is the way he is.
Yeah. And so this we get kind of a mix. It's kind of a mix. And then they actually do use Julie Andrews' voice to narrate some. It's it's actually in the playbook that because it's a Disney, like Disney gave permission for it, so they've used her voice through Disney. So yeah, you get to see all this magic and stuff like that. Then eventually we get to the part where, you know, he's in the castle, the dad's in the castle and stuff like that, and you see Chip, and I thought, oh, he's just going to be a prop, right?
Yeah.
He's just going to be animatronic. It's a child.
Right.
Inside of a cart at one point, inside of a table at another point, and you can see the people dancing behind him. So it's like, and Vincent's like, oh, it's mirrors, and so he's explaining all this magic trick stuff to me, and I'm like, that's some good magic trick. Like, it looked like that was just a child's head. Like,
yeah,
it was pretty impressive, didn't you think?
Yeah.
Like, I kept looking. I was trying to look around I'm like, how did they lay him like this?
He's sitting down when he's doing it, but there's just enough space for him to sit down and for the mirrors to cover what's happening.
Because that
So,
table that he's in looks like it's
very convincing.
Yeah, that table he's in looks like this thin, and you're like, how is he contorting his body? Oh man, you don't even know, Patrick. We haven't even gotten to some of the good stuff. He says the effects sound so good. They
Yeah.
were so good. So obviously you know how the story progresses. Like, okay, her dad's got his invention and everything. Super cute. It's like a mobility scooter. That they have then put like all these gears and kind of steampunked it up and everything,
Right.
and he's there doing it. Super cute, like fantastic, loved it.
With the lightning jar, it was
The
really
little
cool.
lightning jar was super cute. And then, you know, you get Gaston, and that all the actors and actresses were amazing.
They were amazing, but here's one issue I have
Okay.
with the show. With the actor that played the Beast, I felt he was too small for the role. Like, he wasn't bulky enough. He wasn't
Yeah.
big enough to be the Beast.
He wasn't a big guy.
No,
Like,
but I've seen like the original Broadway cast. He was big.
He was a big guy.
Real big.
Yeah, this is not a big guy, but he you know, he tries to puff himself up like the actor.
Yeah, he does.
He walks around like this a lot, which can't be comfortable, but he does that, try to puff himself up a lot. And his voice almost wasn't gruff enough for me in a few times.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I needed him to growl and be
To be
really
gruff.
guttural. Yeah,
Yeah.
to be like really gruff with her. So he was a little too gentle in some of those parts for me, I thought. But man, that kid could sing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he could sing. And then the actor that plays LeFou, his voice must hurt every night. I mean, he sounds like LeFou from the movie.
He does.
But
Yeah.
it's gotta hurt his voice all night long. It's just wonderful because you know what's coming. Like, you know that they're gonna sing the song about Gaston and about how he, you know, when he was a lad, he ate 4 dozen eggs, and you know, now he's roughly the size of a barge. And
now he eats 5 dozen.
yeah. And so, you know, you're ready for all of those songs and everything. But one of the things they did that was super amazing is, okay, they have that song like that. They start outside of the tavern. And LeFou's like, hey, you want a drink? You know, basically you're feeling sorry for yourself. They go into the tavern. I mean, they switch the sets like that. They're in the tavern before you know it. Then they do this fantastic dance number.
Yeah.
Where they've all got beer steins and they're dancing next to each other and over
Clanking
each other,
them.
and they're clanking them, they're clanking theirs, and they're clanking each other's, and fast, 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 fast.
But like all timed perfectly to where you hear it as one clank.
Yes, it's amazing. You're just watching them like, how are they even doing that? And they're doing all of that, and they're like catching Gaston. He comes off, they're picking him up and putting him back up on the bar, like, you know. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. And then, so it's the same cast, right? It's the same background dancers that do everything. So bless their hearts, they're the townspeople. Bonjour, 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 bonjour. Then they're all the people inside of the tavern. Then, when they go and do Be Our Guest,
Oh, that was amazing.
it was so amazing.
Yeah.
And then their plates and spoons.
It was like bigger than either movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're just in awe. You're
Yeah.
just enthralled, you know. And they're just there dancing, and they've got like this whole kind of Rockettes thing going on, and then they've got the pretty lady who did the duster, Babette. And she's so beautiful, and she dances, and they're dancing around her with all the white feathers and everything. And then they do this cool thing because they've got the screen, so you're watching them dance, and then they lay the feathers in a circle, and they do this like water dance type thing where they're laying on the floor making shapes with their bodies, but they've got it like a camera, and they're projecting it on there so you can see it like at this angle. It was so cool, and you're just watching them make these different shapes from their bodies, all from this camera.
Right.
And it transitions so easily, you don't realize that you're watching that and not watching them anymore.
Yeah.
And then it goes from that and it's back to them again.
And that's when we start getting the strobing lights in there. So there is like a border LCD wall, but it's just the border. And right in strategic places, it has like these strobe lights, super bright lights that kick on when it needs to go on, like with the beat. But you also have the effect of the screen behind. Because it does like a mirror effect on that screen. So you see that border in.
Yeah, and it just looks
screen.
like it goes on, down the hallway and forever into.
Because in the front, those are real strobing lights. In the back, it's not strobing lights.
But it sure seems like
But it sure seems like it.
Yeah.
You see that the lights go off, like you see the white lights go off in the LCD screen. But they're not as bright as the ones that are up in the front. But it does, when you're looking at it, unless you're really like looking at it, because I was really astounded by the technical aspect of it.
Right.
I was like, how are they doing that? And I was like, are those strobing lights there too? And they're like, no, it's not. But it was so great of an effect that it really moved me.
Because to me, I didn't even know until afterwards, and Vince told me. Like, because I was so focused on them, because they're doing like a whole tap dance number. Like, they are doing they have thrown every musical number at this they possibly can. They've got, 6 different costume changes. Like, it's the best thing you've ever seen, right? And
Lumiere and
Cogsworth
and Bell tap dance.
And Cogworks tap dances, and a poor man. I mean, his costume is massive.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it was so cute. The woman who's the wardrobe, her little drawers actually open, and she pulls things out like underwear and stuff. It's so cute. Like, I don't know, everything was so perfect, and so. There's so many things that you can watch and see. So I'm watching them doing all this dance, and he's watching like the lights, and I think that this is really happening. And then it's like, did you see that? I didn't know that was happening. Oh my God. Like, it was so exciting. There's so much going on. So yeah, it was just like, I was like a kid, I was just like, I was in awe. I was so happy. There was singing, there was dancing.
Here's one thing, I won't say that it's a kid's musical. I can't say that.
You don't think so?
There's too much innuendo in there. A lot of innuendo.
Yeah. Well, Lumiere is very naughty. I mean, he's
More
naughty in the
so on
movies, but
this.
he's real naughty in this.
Yeah.
And Gaston says a few things, too, where you're like,
Yeah.
I know what that meant. There were a lot of kids there. They just don't pick up on that stuff. They don't know what he's doing or whatever. What was amazing was when we're all there, and that at some point we're going to come to the point where they have dinner and they dance, and she's going to be in her yellow dress, right? Every little girl who was there last night is dressed in their yellow dress, right? Well, obviously, because
there are even adults that were wearing yellow dress. I mean, not that, but
yellow,
wearing yellow.
Yes, a lot of adults were wearing yellow dresses of some like shape, form, type. Not those exact princess dresses, but yeah. And so it's going to happen. But for this stage, it has to be grand, right?
Yeah.
So that everybody in the nosebleeds can see it. So it is the hugest princess dress you've ever seen, and it is covered with stones that sparkle from the lights. She walks out in that, and the whole place just gasps and erupts, and everybody's like, I mean, just shockingly beautiful. And that little girl who's the actress that played her, just so beautiful. Her mannerisms were so good. Her singing voice was so beautiful. Man, she could hit a note. And that was my hope in going. Because I've been a few times and I've seen a few plays where I was like, wonder why they picked that person, you know? Did you think they could sing? No. But she was just, she stole the show.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Lumiere.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Lumiere. Like, you have to have an actor that's going to go big to do Lumiere.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you got to go big for that character. But even Cogsworth, I thought was...
And the cool thing is he had an actual fire effect on his candles.
Uh-huh.
He can light them up whenever a real fire.
Uh-huh. One of them, like, wasn't working the way he wanted to, and you had to really be paying attention to him to notice, but he would go to flick it, and you could hear it through his mic. And
yeah.
And so he'd flick it, and then he'd kind of move his arm, like, while he was talking or whatever, and he'd light the other one on fire. So
yeah.
he was cognizant of when it was, malfunctioning or whatever. Yeah. So he did a fantastic job. He was wonderful. Mm-hmm. He was very charismatic. He was very good. I liked him a lot. But yeah, I mean, I really was impressed by all of them. Mm-hmm. I thought they all really filled the roles really well. Cogsworth is so droll. He even did the "if it's not Baroque, don't fix it," and like I think most of the theater said that line with him. I actually bought the magnet of that. It's on the fridge. Were you going to show him the stuff I got?
Oh, yeah.
Vince is going to show you my
one
merch.
of the things was the Beast.
The Beast. Obviously, I had to get the Beast plushie because he is so cool.
And then we also got the ornament.
Yeah,
Beast.
the
And that
ornament's
has like
so
a
pretty.
3D rose in there.
Yeah, and
that's
it says
really
Beauty
cool.
and the Beast,
and
the musical. Yeah, that's so pretty. I love it. That's all gonna go in my Disney room. And then of course,
it's not gonna go on our tree.
No.
That we have to put up here pretty soon.
No, it's gonna go in my Disney room on my Beauty and the Beast shelf.
How does this even fit in there?
You don't push it. Don't hurt it. That's exactly why I didn't push it back in there, because I couldn't, and I was afraid I was gonna bend it. And Patrick says that's slick. It is. I wasn't going to spend the amount of money I spent last night. I was like, I don't need any more merch. Like, I've got plenty of Beauty and the Beast stuff.
Well, here's the thing. When we first went, we didn't realize they were doing the river parade that night.
Oh, my God.
So we were backed up before Houston.
Oh, way before.
Way before Houston. So we ended up having to get out of our Uber and walk like 10 minutes to get there on time.
7. But yeah, so we're there. We're like 2 blocks from the Majestic, if that. Mm-hmm. And on the GPS, it was like, oh, it's 11 minutes. Oh, it's 13 minutes. Yeah, oof, indeed. So check, people, when you buy tickets. I mean, you buy them months in advance, right? Because they come out and you want to make sure that you get a good seat. I didn't even realize that it was the day after Thanksgiving. It didn't dawn on me. I was just like, oh, it's a Friday. We can go after work. It'll be chill. We can rest the next day. No harm, no foul, right? So yeah, they had streets closed down. It was a hot mess. But we got there.
Yeah.
I will say that's the only complaint I have for the Majestic, and they actually did a survey, and so I did tell them this. I don't think that they have the flow set up quite right yet, because they have like a big concession bar that you can go into. Then outside in the walkway that goes to the mezzanine and it goes to the orchestra, they've got another concession stand, and they've got the big merchandise stand, and they've got all the like tech theater stuff going on. I really wish that they would move the merchandise maybe out to the foyer or something, so it just gets so clogged up.
But then it will get super clogged up in the foyer when you're trying to get out.
I know. I was trying to think
That's kind of hard.
I know. I was trying to think of where they could put it. There's not a...
I was glad that they had the first concession out there where it was, because there was a super long line, and when we went in, there wasn't as long as a line, but they're making mixed drinks in that other one, so
yeah,
and it's a little more expensive because They give you like aluminum
Water.
aluminum bottles of water
Well, that would be nice maybe
for $6
if
a piece.
if they split it up and they did like this is the alcohol concession stand, because they had, obviously because there's kids, but they even have this when it's not a kids show.
Right.
You can get popcorn. There's like a little snack basket that you can get that has like pretzels and gummy candies and stuff in it, the sodas, water. So maybe if they had a concession stand for just that,
Mm-hmm.
and then the drinks, were over here. So because maybe that one with the snacks and stuff would go a lot faster, because you're not trying to pour a drink or anything. It's just, here's your soda, or here's your water, or here's your snack. I'll take your payment. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So maybe move that and switch that. There's got to be something. They've got to do something, because you can't get to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you need to go pee, you better do it beforehand, and you better not drink anything during.
Or you're going.
Or you're going to have to go during the show, and you're going to miss it. And trust, you do not want to miss it.
No, miss anything here. Yeah.
You're not missing any of it. You'll be sad if you miss a second of it. So definitely don't drink. Don't need to pee. But overall, I mean, it's still one of those things where people still dress nice.
Mm-hmm.
People still go on dates. It's still a nice thing. I didn't see anybody like in their pajamas or anything, even though this was like more of a kiddie-esque type show. There was,
Well, yeah, but you're paying like $100 a ticket to get in.
Well, that's if you're down in the orchestra. The upper ones, I think, are only like $45.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not that expensive. But even then, the people
But even
coming,
then, it's $45.
Yeah. But, I just feel like there's a lot of things nowadays that people have kind of made too casual, I guess, in a way. Like,
Right.
I just want something to be special. Like, I like that the theater's still
Because
special.
you used to dress up to go to the movies.
Yeah, you used to dress up to go to the movies,
Yeah.
which I'm down for not having to do that anymore. It's nice. I get my recliner seat. I'm comfy. It's cool. But to that end, some people get too comfortable, and that's why they're yakking the
Right.
whole time during the movie. So then,
Should we bring that back?
maybe. Because it was real nice. There were some people that had come in a little after intermission, and they were being a little loud. And like the whole orchestra left side was like, shh. And I was like, get up. Shut them up.
Well, like when it was like when the second act was starting,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
they were like, ha 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 ha.
And we're like, we're already in the wolf scene. Please be quiet.
Yeah. So I'm glad that happened. But yeah, that was our night at Beauty and the Beast musical. It was really awesome. I think it's going on till the 30th. There might be some tickets that you might be able to get.
You might be. There was a few open seats.
I would highly suggest it if you do. Patrick, you should have sold those or tickets or something.
Giving them to somebody or something. 'Cause,
Yeah. But yeah, it was amazing. I can't wait till they do another thing. Like, what would you like to see next on Disney?
So
as a
I'm a
musical?
big Ariel freak, so I would love to see them try to do Little Mermaid.
I wonder how they would do that
I love
to that scale.
You know what I love? One of my all-time favorites is Sword in the Stone. And it's funny because she reads King Arthur to the Beast.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, my heart, because I love Sword in the Stone. And there's, a lot of magic and stuff in Sword in the Stone. And like when he's letting the dishes wash themselves and he turns them into a squirrel and stuff. So
Yeah.
I would be curious to see them do that and turn the songs into like a dancing number. Aladdin. I could see them really doing Aladdin big. Like Aladdin could be a fantastic one. They probably already do Aladdin. I would think Aladdin would be probably pretty easy to do. So,
Yeah. But yeah, that was. I can't wait to see another one because it was really good. If you haven't seen anything at the Majestic, check out what they have this year, next year, because there's gonna be a lot going on. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
And I'm Colleen.
Geek
Geek Out
Out
SA.